Hi, I'm Gary White here with
Yvonne McNary.
and happy Valentine's Day month, right?
Yes, indeed, Gary. It's the month for lovers.
There we go. It's the month of February here on Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television and everywhere else too. And we're celebrating with a month-long celebration and look back and at some programming that we've done in the past with regards to Valentine's Day, but also with some new stuff that we have in store for you as well. So stay tuned each week for some exciting stuff, or as Yvonne likes to put it, the
Month for lovers.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. And also, I'd like to say, Gary, happy anniversary.
That's right. For Channel 6 on Valentine's Day, it will be 18 years, Valentine's Day 2018, it will be 18 years for local programming here on Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television as well. So that's why I celebrate too. It's the anniversary of Channel 6 TV on Valentine's Day each year.
So we get to party all month.
That's right.
I love it.
And you get to party with us.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing what we've done in the past, and we're going to kind of highlight some of that and maybe do some new stuff this time too, are food specials.
Oh, yeah, yes, Gary. Everybody loves watching somebody cook or watching somebody eat.
That's right. And they do say the way to the heart is through the stomach.
Yes, it is. Do you think that's true? But a good meal...
It doesn't hurt. How about you?
Well, usually I'm on the cooking end of it, so it's hard to tell how that's going to work with me. But I would imagine so. A good meal,
Or if you take somebody out to a good meal.
Yeah, to a good meal. Oh, yeah.
Like if somebody takes you out to a good meal, is it going to be a better night for them?
I'll just say could be. I'm not going to commit.
There's a better chance.
Yeah, there's a better chance, yes.
And the way people are looking.
And there's a better chance of a second date,
Yes,
after that.
exactly.
If the first one goes pretty good. Good restaurant, good desserts. Got to have good desserts, Gary.
Because chocolate's good for your heart.
Yes, it is. Definitely good for my heart.
In so many ways.
Yes, so many.
Yes, so we are going to kind of bring you some highlights from past years, but also we have some new exciting ones that we have coming up a little bit later this month too, with some new shows going along with Valentine's Day and food and all that kind of stuff. But also we're going to tell you, speaking of chocolate, in a little bit we're going to share with you some of the top candies that people buy in each of the states on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So do you have a guess what it's going to be for Kentucky?
For Kentucky, I'm going to say probably turtles.
You mean the chocolate-covered turtles with the caramel inside?
Yes,
and pecans?
Yes, I love the dark chocolate turtles. They
with the pecans and the
yeah,
caramel.
they are wonderful. If you want to get in good with me, caramel chocolates.
I'm going to guess bourbon balls just because
Kentucky.
that kind of ties in. But I don't know. So we'll have that coming up too. So stay tuned to see what's the top selling candies in Kentucky and some of the different other states too. Like, what do you think your sister's husband's going to buy her down in Texas?
Oh, gee, that's a good one.
Does she like candy?
Yes. Yes, she does like candy. It'll probably be chocolates for sure, and some kind of liqueur maybe on the inside.
Okay. We'll have to see what's big seller down there in Texas,
Yeah, we
too.
will. Check that out. So I can tell her what to expect.
Exactly. Or say, your husband's wrong, this is what he needs to buy.
That's right. Send the other box to me.
Exactly. And then also, another thing that's really romantic is singing.
Yeah.
And we have a lady that we've had here on Channel 6 several times, Angela Crenshaw, Nance, or formerly Nance, that we're going to have on as well, singing a couple different songs for us that are very Valentine's Day related.
Yeah, nice love songs, nice ballads, nice songs with good melodies and good lyrics. It's great love songs.
Absolutely.
Love them.
So all that's coming up tonight on Channel 6 Television's Valentine's Day Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Number 1 for 2018. But let's get started, and we're going to start off with a little chestnut we have from, I think it's 2007, where I had the opportunity to go visit with James Spraggins at Myrtle Dean Bed and Breakfast. James operates Myrtle Dean Bed and Breakfast here in Lebanon, and he is also a chef. And at the time we did this, he had a restaurant that he owned in Lebanon. It was called Blues on Tap, which is now Chaser's restaurant in Lebanon. And he cooked for us at Myrtle Dean, kind of demonstrated a meal there, and it's kind of fancy. Do you remember what it was?
Coq au vin.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, chicken with wine.
Yeah.
And we used to do a little special too that we would kind of show cooking with wine. So we're going to have him, and then we're going to have another cooking segment that we'll tell you about in just a little bit as well that has to go along with that. But the coq au vin, it doesn't look too difficult.
No, it doesn't. But you know, with any one of those recipes, you have to have a little a little this, a little that.
You have to know what you're doing.
Exactly. You got to know what you're doing in order to make it taste good.
Yeah. For some people, it's hard to boil water.
Yeah. Without burning it.
Yeah, exactly. So I was watching the video thinking, oh, well, that looks easy. And they're like,
Well, Gary,
I'm wrong.
Please don't try it.
I know. Burn the place down. But here are some segments with Jane Spraggins at Myrtle Dean Bed and Breakfast making coq au vin here on Channel 6 Television. Hi, this is Gary White here with Jane Spraggins. We're actually in your home kitchen today, right, James?
Right, we're at Myrtle Dean. I also operate Myrtle Dean Bed and Breakfast, and it's where my wife and I live, and I thought it'd be kind of neat to do it here, and it's a little more comfortable. I got all my stuff with me here, so.
Great. What we're doing is for February, the month of lovers,
That's right.
because Valentine's Day falls there. So what we're going to do is talk to some of our local chefs, and they're going to give us ideas on how to incorporate wine into the food, as well as how to enjoy the wine with the food. And tonight, you're going to make what?
It's a traditional French dish called coq au vin, which just means chicken with wine. And it's something that's very easy to do. It's a fancy name. That's right. That's right. Coq au vin. And but it's pretty easy to do at home, and it doesn't make a lot of mess because you can do it all in one pan. And you know, it's a little bit different maybe, and it incorporates wine.
But tell us a list of kind of some of the ingredients that you actually incorporate into this meal.
Okay, a whole chicken. Most of the time when I'm cooking chicken, I like to just buy a whole chicken. It's less expensive that way, and it doesn't take very long to. It's pretty easy to, cut it up into its pieces. But if not, a lot of times the butcher will have it already cut up into pieces. But the important thing is you want the chicken pieces with the bone in. So I've got that, and this is also going to have carrots, onions, garlic, some parsley, some thyme, bay leaves, chicken stock, salt, pepper, white wine, and also just something a little bit different. I've got some dried cherries that I've been soaking all morning in brandy. They're going to plump up in the brandy,
Wow.
and they'll add a little bit of sweetness and just a little bit different flavor.
So it is really fancy.
It is fancy.
Yeah.
Very fancy. Very fancy.
Now, here, and we're talking about wines that you can drink with a meal, such as this, and wines that you can incorporate actually into the meal. You said it's a white wine. Does it have to be a certain kind, or just a Chardonnay, or?
It's important. Don't buy what they call cooking wine, because that's got a lot of salt in it, and it's not a kind of wine that you would ever just drink. And if you can't drink it, don't cook with it. And you can add as much salt as you want separately. So I'm using a Chardonnay, which is kind of a dry wine. You wouldn't want to use something very sweet. This is going to cook a little bit better with what we're wanting to do. We want this to be a savory dish more than a sweet dish, even though we are putting some of these dried cherries in, but that won't make it like syrupy sweet. Just use a wine that you would drink, and for this dish, something kind of dry, like a Chardonnay.
Well, we're going to get to the cooking. Again, tell us the name of the dish.
Coq au vin.
Coq au vin. Okay. This is Gary White with Jane Spraggins, and we're going to be cooking here at Myrtle Dean.